Butter's Basic Show every Sunday here at DTF Radio, 2 to 3 p.m. But you know, what we're doing today is going to be really interesting. We've got some great guests in the building, some from out of town. Shout outs to King Cam. Brother King Cam is in the building. Say what's up to everybody. From the plane to the fucking helicopter, yo. Welcome to Brooklyn.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
You know, sitting to the left of me, the best of me, my co-host, Miss Savon Comedy. Please let the people know where they can find you.
At SIVAN_comedy on Instagram.
And I'm so glad that you come all the way from New Jersey to grace Brooklyn with your presence.
Yes, girl.
Hopefully, you know, we can commune like family the way that I like. I always like to say that the ancestors bring us here every week for these conversations that are very necessary on the platform for the unknown to get known. And if you didn't know, guys, my name is Butter, and you can follow me at Gazebo, GAZZEBO. That's 2 Z's, so you don't sleep. 11210, because I'm a Brooklyn girl all day, every day. Please believe it. Sitting to the left of Savon, the best of Savon, as we just said, is Brother King Cam of the Nation of Islam. Please let the people know some things about you.
Yes, ma'am. Again, I'm just thankful to be on the platform, to be in the city, in Brooklyn. We had a beautiful event yesterday, community event. And, you know, I'm just your brother. I am a community activist, entrepreneur, and, you know, the speaker of truth, student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And, you know,
Tell them once again, because your mic was just a little low. Say it one more time.
Okay, yes, ma'am. So my name is Brother King Cam, and I'm a community activist, a student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and a servant to his ministry and to our people. And just here, you know, working in these streets to, you know, raise the level of consciousness amongst our people and let them know, you know, what's really going on out here, you know, especially tapping in with the youth and just on a mission to, you know, speak truth to power and to empower our people so that they can be uplifted.
Can you please explain to the people, when you say servant, what is the depth of that? Because some people think, you know, servant means almost like slave to, or you know, like you owe a debt to, so now you are enslaved to this person's demands. Right. When you say servant, what does that mean to you?
Yes. Well, in Closing the Gap, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan talks about humility being one of the greatest characteristics of leadership, or someone who's in a leadership position. And he goes further to talk about why in leadership you cannot pull the people up from looking down on them. You have to humble yourself so low that you're able to raise the people up on your back. So when you talk about a servant, you're talking about a person that strives to have humility and looks to go to the people with solutions to the problems that they have, with the knowledge that we've been taught, and to uplift them and take them out of the grave of ignorance that this society, that this world, that Satan's world has put us in.
So servant basically is someone that is here to serve the people.
Yes, ma'am.
Understood. Thank you so much. Sitting to the left of you, the best of you, we have with us Brother Tony X. Please introduce yourself to the world.
First, I would like to say thank you for having this platform. It's appreciated.
I appreciate you being here.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. My name is Dr. Antone Tucker. I hold a PhD in divinity. I go by the name Tony X, also at Montega, MONTAGA, on most social media platforms. Most of you probably seen me online. My videos are quite viral. I move around a lot, do a lot for the community. And currently right now, I'm running for the United States Senate against Chuck Schumer.
That makes my eyes open up so big. Like, wait, I'm sitting here with somebody that's what? Doing the what?
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the goal is to show that our young brothers and sisters, some days I'm in suits, some days, you know, I have my jewelry on. I'm dressed like a lot of the young brothers and sisters that are out there are, and I want to make sure that we don't believe, or we don't fall into the belief that we have to be or look a certain way in order to fit in, you know?
Yeah.
I want them to understand that you can be exactly who you are. So as long as you have integrity, So as long as you're honest, so as long as you actually care about helping people, you can get a lot done. So I just make sure that it's just authentic every way.
And even though you possess this state of authenticity, would there be some people that would call it being a chameleon, where like you just put yourself in places to suit?
No, sweetie,
The
I did
suits?
6 years in the federal penitentiary,
Okay.
beat a life sentence.
Yeah.
Brought myself home acting as my own attorney pro se. I have been shot, stabbed, and karate chopped. I have been through everything that you can think of. I grew up out here in Brooklyn. I lived in the Bronx for maybe like 6 years, but I'm born and raised in Brooklyn. I'm from Brownsville, from the old Brownsville. So I watched my brother die, watched another brother die, I watched uncles die. I come from the bottom of the bottom.
What makes you want to pursue this position that you are seeking at this time?
Currently now I have my own network. It's urbansmartnetwork.com, uncensored. But I used to be on YouTube. They started doing a lot of censoring. And
They're still doing a lot of
well,
stuff.
I don't know anymore. I have my own network. So it
Fantastic.
is different.
Tell the people one more time where they can find.
urbansmartnetwork.com. It's uncensored. So on there, I expose what the Illuminati and the New World is actually doing. So I put Hunter Biden's pedophile pictures up there. I put Joe Biden's pedophile pictures up there.
And nobody's going to ask where you got these things. We're just thankful for you giving these things.
I am
Wink,
a
wink.
very persistent politician. You know, I'm a polished politician.
How do the politicians that you have, not that you chose to put yourself in around these people, but being that you're in that climate, how do they feel about, well, what have you heard they have felt?
You want to know you want the truth?
I mean, this is the platform for the unknown to get known.
I am fed by a lot and hated by many because you can't. So I'm a conservative, but just because I'm a conservative doesn't mean that I agree with everything Republicans do and say. I feel like in most cases, a lot of them don't do enough, and a lot of them are colluding with people that are on the left. The people that currently have been destroying our system, they could have never gotten this far, brother. I'm sure the brother Ken would agree with me. They could never have gotten this far if they didn't have help. So someone either has to be standing to the side and allowing it to happen, or someone has to be hands-on and allowing them to be able to do it, and they're both benefiting from it. Both sides, brother Malik El-Shabazz said, both sides want power,
Absolutely.
right? One is a fox and one is a wolf. So the wolf will show you what he is, so you know to be careful. But the fox is coy, is cunning, and this is the Democrat. You know, they took the black struggle, they took the black grief, the black pain and suffering, they marketed it, they manufactured and packaged it up, and then they sold it back to us.
Have they contoured it to be almost something that that black people trusted?
That, you know what, they
or
made
the
it
people in general trust?
They made it to a point where it's no longer even respected. You know, like all across the board, like this. Look what they did when they gave this sister the money to start Black Lives Matter. Socialist dude, George Soros gave her the money.
Yeah,
he gave her the money. She went and she bought 4 houses around a bunch of white folks. She said she didn't want to be around in the first place. You know, so it's
isn't that interesting though?
No, it's not. It's
I really wasn't even going to bring that up, but I thought about whether or not I should, because when people get to the bread, right? Don't they like to put themselves in a better space in life? I'm not saying that where she took her money and put it was a better space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
But affluence to me can become a disease. When you get this money, how does one now decide I'm still in the struggle with everybody, but then you still want to be around everybody, but you don't want to live like they do?
Let me say that when you talking about the money, the minister about 2 weeks ago, he had a light address at a installation where he talked about 3 principles that those who are in ministry need to follow in order to be successful. And one of those was to beware of obtaining money from ill-gotten means. So it's not necessarily the affluence that people should be wary of, but it should be how those means are obtained. Because see, the mission is first and foremost. And the scripture says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and then all these things shall be added unto you. So the mission is first and foremost. The mission of liberating our people, the mission of unseating these corrupt government officials, as my brother Tony was talking about, is what's up first and foremost. And then other things that come behind that because of the work that you have done, because of the solutions that you brought to the people, because of the truth that you stand for and the authenticity that you bring in to the people and giving them exactly what they need. People need better schools. People need better economic situations, finances. People need better food. People need so much stuff because we know what's been happening in our communities and to poor white people and poor oppressed communities as well. So that's the work. And then you will be blessed with affluence as you continue to do the work. Now, I don't agree that if people give you money to start an organization, you take the money and you go and buy houses. No, that's not what people gave you the money for. Stay in the house that you live in, do the work, and then as you grow and doing the work,
But doesn't it become dangerous when you get the money and you're in your community and you don't trust?
Let me touch on that.
Please do.
I am, even though I no longer have the millions that I had, I was self-made millionaire. So, and I was just in Canarsie, Brooklyn last night with a bunch of Crips and Bloods. So, to have the hundreds of thousands of followers, to reach the millions of people, to be tangible to the people, I think is the most beneficial thing you can do, because this is what keeps you grounded.
Right.
This Absolutely. Is what, because having the money, like I have a beautiful home, out here, but I have a home in Texas. So I get to travel, I get to leave and, get some relief, but I want it for you. I want it for this sister. I want it for everybody. I want everybody to be able to have it because we can have it.
Absolutely.
I don't want to just leave you in squalor. I can come visit you here, come be with you here. I can come sleep on your couch. You understand? Like, it's no difference, but to be grounded is to be by the people. If you're tangible, then the people will always be able to recognize how real and genuine you are. If you just somewhere speaking and you just never around the people, then the people are never really going to actually take any interest.
They have no access to your thought process once you leave out. I want everyone to know that we're going to be back to have a continuance of this conversation. I'm really thankful that you guys are here, and this intro is really great. Everybody make sure that you follow the Butters Basics show on the YouTube. Make sure you follow Brother King Cam. Make sure you follow Savon Comedy. She's up and coming doing her thing. By the way, I have a comedy series called About to Blow Comedy Series, and Sivan is like my top talent.
Okay.
And we keep on pushing the product. Guys, make sure that you follow Tony X. Tell him again, Urban.
At Montega is on Instagram, MONTAGA, and it's urbansmartnetwork.com. This is a Black-owned business. I have 2 other partners, and we are conscious conservative men. We care about the community, and I give no flying F words whatsoever.
And in the 2 o'clock hour, you will prove all of that, damn it. I swear to you, we're going to have more and more conversation, guys. I'm so thankful. Not just because y'all got big numbers on the gram. The gram be deleting motherfuckers every time they gram feel like it. They deleted Butters Basics.
Oh, man. They got you too, huh?
Dude, up next, everybody, we've got Lourdes, Miss Sunny Dew coming up here with Mel. And that's in the 1 o'clock hour. And the show is called What's Happening Now, New York. So thankful to have you guys tuned in. We'll be back at 2 p.m. Peace, everybody.
Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top